everyone. Welcome back to Lashay's Venture Podcast. I do have a special guest here with me. I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm James Fortune, Atlanta-based tech developer, real estate entrepreneur, and I will guess you would say film producer. So got a few hats. So yeah.
What made you get into this industry, or how did you get introduced into this industry?
Which industry? Tech industry, real estate? Which one?
Everything, all the industries you did the filming. Just go one by one if you want to.
Understood. Understood. Well, again, as I mentioned, the tech development is my forte right now. Is my driving force. I moved to Atlanta back in 2018. I came here in the pursuit of a music career, but I've always been a techie. I've always been a person who had a tech like background to an extent, not technically building applications, but definitely messing with some HTMLs, some early MySpace HTML, stuff like that. Some sense of building websites, things of that nature. But I was more of an innovator. I was someone who could think about something or see something and figure out how to innovate it or wanted to innovate it to make it better. So I like to put myself in that space of a Steve Jobs where I
Mhm.
would see things and want to implement my idea into
So you
into
like tech savvy?
I'm super tech savvy, super tech
Okay.
savvy. Like it's my underlining core of who I am when it comes to James Fortune. So yeah, the music was something that I used to produce. Going from analog, if people are understand analog recording, that's when you got all the manual knobs and everything that you move to a digital workspace, what they call a DAW, a digital artistic workspace. That's where we kind of moved to when it came to technology. For me, at a young age, I was introduced to it at around about age 12, and I got pretty much got hooked ever since then. Oh, and
So
the in
like,
the film, I'm sorry, in the film aspect, I love movies. I always loved movies. Wrote my first script when I was 22, and just kind of
wow.
been in it in that space ever since. Yeah.
In that space, which one of them do you like the most that you do?
I'm a creator. I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. So just being in that creative space for me is is amazing. So as long as I'm able to create and move forward in innovation, I'm okay in any of those spaces. But tech is my baby. Tech is where I love to thrive. I feel like thriving in that space is just it gives me so much space to broaden my horizons and see things from a different creative lens. So.
So you say tech is your favorite space. So how would you work around like all of them in one with the tech?
Hmm. So tech costs me more money than it's making me right now, right? So
Wow.
it's a healthy investment to build something to the standard in which we're building Stitch Social, which is our leading platform that we're pushing out in the next month or so.
Hmm.
So it costs me more money to build and to sustain during this beta testing or the beta phase that we like to call it.
Hmm.
So real estate is my financial support system. It's what I do to make my money day to day, right? So
Hmm.
for me, I have to make sure real estate is getting done and I'm doing that, but it's not a passion of mine anymore. It's not something that I'm passionate about. It's more like now it's just a career, financial career opportunity. And then when it comes to like the films and the movie space, I still write my scripts whenever I get some free time. But overall, when it comes down to it, I'm just kind of coming onto projects, helping people with projects and things of that nature. So I'm more into the real estate space, but I'm a full-time
Hmm.
developer at this point.
Wow.
Yeah.
So like with the real estate, like what got you into real estate? How did you get there?
I got there because my wife, she wanted to be an actress.
Hmm.
She's an aspiring actress, and we decided to go to acting class here in Atlanta. And I
Hmm.
started talking to a guy there because again, I was an aspiring artist, and I was needing some work. And I was like, what do you do? He was like, I sell real estate. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, how much do you make? He said, in the last 3 months, I made 45,000. So I was like, where do I sign up? Right.
Wow.
So, so that's kind of how we got into real estate. Me and her both got into real estate and became a real estate pretty much powerhouse couple when it came to, selling homes here in Atlanta.
That's
Um,
big out there though. In ATL, real
yeah,
estate is very big. It's a
yeah,
lot of real estate agents. It's big out there.
it
It's
really
like
is.
with the recording artists as well. Like it's big out there. It's known for that.
Yeah, we have a huge space to and a lot of opportunity for people to come in and make something of themselves in any of these spaces, but it definitely
Mhm.
you got to figure out how to separate yourself from the group and how do you stand out.
Mhm.
And we had a leg up of course, me and my wife. She's the mother of Ray Shrimmer, Slim Jimmy, and Sway Lee, so that
Mhm.
gave us some type of leverage when it came to meeting people. But overall, you still have to make those connections yourself. You still have to get out there and do the deals yourself. And that
Mhm.
can only get you into a room sometimes. And it takes you knowing how to speak and conduct yourself in those spaces once you're in them. So,
Mhm. How did it make y'all like? How did y'all put yourself out there? Are y'all originally from there?
no, no, no. I'm originally from Mississippi. I'm born and raised in Tupelo,
Mississippi. What
Mississippi.
part of Mississippi?
Tupelo, Mississippi. Yes.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
have a friend from Biloxi.
I've been to Biloxi a few times. Yeah. Jackson. Yeah. It used to be a stomping ground of mine. So used to go to New Orleans quite often. So yeah, that used to be a place that we passed through. But no, Mississippi is a beautiful place. She's from California. She's originally from California. She was in the army. She ended up coming to Mississippi after she got released from the army, or she
She was finished.
yeah, she was finished, so she didn't renew her contract, so she
Mhm.
was done, and she just decided to settle in Mississippi. And we ended up moving here in 2018, as I said, and we've been here ever since. And we've just been able to grow a basis and just kind of build those opportunities to grow. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing.
Wow. That's great. That's great. So moving towards going to Atlanta, like what did y'all think? Like did y'all just pack up everything and go or y'all just said we had a plan?
It was yeah. Honestly, I had just graduated college, got my degree in human resources, and she was looking for a different space. While we was in Mississippi, we was throwing these music showcases, and we had
Mhm.
great success doing these showcases for local artists. The problem was is that it wasn't enough financial stability and enough financial gain there for us to kind
Mm-hmm.
of continue doing it.
It's not a big space, it's a
Right.
small city. Yeah, I
It's small
gotcha.
city, so
Yeah.
we was breaking even. We was having great turnouts. Like we was bringing
Mm-hmm.
700, 800 people into the space to watch these local artists, but it wasn't a great financial turnout based on our business model. So we
Mm-hmm.
thought coming to Atlanta or California, we would have a better opportunity doing that. But we
Because
end
it's
up choosing,
bigger.
yeah, we end up choosing Atlanta overall. So yeah.
It's bigger. It's more opportunities out there. I think that's why a lot of people leave different states because it's more opportunities, spiritual horizons, don't just stay in one place, think outside of the box.
You have to think outside the box for sure, for sure, for sure.
What is one thing that you have learned being in this industry, in multiple industries, since you've been in multiple and then you doing a tech and stuff? What have you learned and what are your do's and your don'ts?
Starting with the tech industry, right now, I find the tech industry is a super, super lonely place if you don't network. Same thing with
Mm-hmm.
the music. Technically, it's a lonely place, but music forces you to network. You have to network with producers. You have to network with, videographers. You have to network with studios, and even in the film industry as well. You get to network in so many different aspects, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you interviewed my guy Okarike recently. When I was going through your interviews, I seen that you interview him, and he's one of the first guys that I met when I came to Atlanta, and
Wow.
he is one of the first guys that I actually built a relationship with in music, and it has
Mm-hmm.
transpired and transitioned all the way through both industries, through real estate, through film. I was a producer on two of his movies. I've acted in one, and also he's working with me and helping me with my social media. So
Mm-hmm.
like it's crazy how you can meet someone and not know how a relationship will end up, but Atlanta do offer these type of opportunities when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to building from the ground up and supporting one another. You get that a lot, but again, you have to watch out for the scammers. There's a lot of scammers, and we ran into a lot of those people.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm already knowing. I'm already know it's a lot of scammers out there. Yeah.
Scammers. So we ran
They the
it. We
city of scammers, like
I would totally agree, like totally.
yes.
So that's one of the things, one of the red flags I would say watch out for because everybody's doing something. And
Mm-hmm.
um, so when we first got to Atlanta, we ran into a lot of those scammers and we figured out, especially me coming from a smaller city, figured out, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this type of conversation leads to this type of outcome. Stay away from
Mm-hmm.
it. So for me, name dropping when I meet someone and the first thing they do is start name dropping I know this person. I stay away from those people because they really don't know anybody.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Person who sells other people and never sells themselves on anything tangible other than the fact they know someone, they're not a type of person that I want to be in business with. So,
Okay, okay. Teach me something.
yeah,
Teach me something. Because, yeah, it's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people who say, oh, I know this person. I know this person. Yeah, you know them. But, do you really know them?
right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
In this
That's
world, people think just because they meet someone once or they even swap an Instagram, I got a connection with this
mm,
person. Most time, people give you fake numbers anyways. It's like if you're not really connecting, sending emails back and forth multiple times to construct some business, yeah, it's not really nothing going on there.
yeah, that's me. Like, I don't do it unless I know, like, my discernment is real. So, like, I don't do it unless I know, okay, like, this ain't no scamming person. Like, I know, like, okay, for sure that this person is gonna do what they say they gonna do. Yeah, just because you know a person don't mean nothing. You gotta
Exactly.
really connect with them and talk to them and stuff like that. So yeah.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. So what would be some advice you would give someone that's coming into if they coming into tech? Like, it's a lot of people that do tech and people just not known like out there, like, because like you said, it's not known unless you just network and stuff. But it's a lot of people out there really do tech behind scenes, tech savvy behind scenes, but people don't know. They don't speak about it. That's just like T Pain is very tech savvy.
Agree. T Pain is
It's
actually
very tech savvy.
he's actually one of the people that I look up to when it comes to that space. Like, I've had the opportunity to meeting T Pain once. Very cool guy. But I would love to actually sit down with him and discuss what he sees in the space of tech
Very.
for the next 5 to 10 years. Because yeah, he's definitely tech savvy.
He's very tech savvy. Like he's one of the ones that really can like just walk you through the tech. Like he's literally like go behind scenes and work on the tech. But people don't see that. He's the one that do the little voiceovers and different stuff like that on his stuff. Like he on all his music. He even said it like on all his. I was watching like an interview with him, like a podcast interview with him as well. And he was like, people don't see why I make my own music. When you hear the voices and stuff like that, I do that myself. Like so, he goes behind scenes and work with the tech itself. He
No,
could just
again, he's the guy who created the auto tunes for like stage presence.
yes,
So like
yes.
he understands what it takes to take the world to the next phase. And I think when you say a lot of people are in tech, there are a lot of IT people, like people
Mm-hmm.
who know how to fix something that has broken by looking at a manual. And I was one of those people. Like I could look at something, read a manual, and understand how to fix it, go in and fix it and tweak it. But building something from the ground with nothing, with just a vision and understanding the
Mm-hmm.
first tool that you need to implement and to get a visual aid after you implement this tool or this functionality, it's a complete different
It's
story.
way different
It's way
because you're
different.
doing it from the ground up. You're
You're
not
doing it
doing
from the
it
ground
just
up.
yes. And I think that's how he kind of did his stuff. He showed like, well, I'm telling you, I was watching this thing. I think it's a bio on him or something somebody did on him, and he was talking about like how he like with the auto tunes, like how he did it from the ground up. He was like nobody knew about that behind the scenes. Like everything from the bottom up, I started. He builds stuff and stuff like that. And I was like, I didn't even know that was like in tech. Like you can build your own, like what you're saying. Like you can build your own. So I didn't know that.
Oh
I
yeah.
never knew that you can build your own sound, like your own thing. I never knew that you could do that.
Indeed, indeed, and that's the crazy thing about technology. It's like when I told you, it leads a broader landscape for you to figure out how to create things and how it's going to look, how it's going to function. All of those things across the UX and the UI is amazing when you're able to sit down and just really build and think about the idea from start to finish. For instance, when it comes to Stitch Social, um, I came up with this idea in 2021,
Hmm.
and we're just now releasing it in 2026.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's something that I was really passionate about. But once I was able to get the traction to start building it, it just became this obsession to make sure I was building something that wasn't just fun for me, but for everybody else to use as well. So
Mhm. So how did you come along with that name? Like, how did you come up with that? Like, what was the goal behind that? Like, what was the idea behind it? Like, what made you come up with it?
Honestly, I really don't know what the actual idea was to call it Stitch Social. I am
Hmm.
one of those type of people like when a name or word come to my head, I go with it. I go with it. I don't think about it twice. I don't try to find the perfect name. I don't like it's that's what it is and it comes
That's
from
the
me.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the name and it comes from that because when I used to create music, I was just the first thing that came in my head would be the name of the song, right? I didn't think
Hmm.
about it. I just whatever it was, that was the name of the song. So for me, I kind of took that into another space with me. So Stitch Social became Stitch Social because of the functionality of how the platform works. I create a video and you can stitch a video to it. So now it's not one video, it's two videos, and then people can continue that thread by adding more stitches. So that's how the name Stitch Social kind of came to
That's
fruition.
so. That's neat. That's different.
We definitely have something different. It's game changing, it is groundbreaking, and I definitely think that we're not changing social media, but we're giving social media a new way to create and let users, find a way to be creative in their own way.
Yeah, like they not doing it by the regular program. They're doing something different.
We're doing something
And it's
different.
always something. It is always good to come up with something different because a lot of people can't catch on to certain things. And like you said, putting stuff together, stitching it together, like that's different. Yeah,
Yeah. Whenever
that's
you
a
can
neat
get a
way.
chance to download it, I promise you, you will love it. And I think it'll be great for your platform and what you got going on. So you should
I'm
definitely take a look
definitely
at
gonna
it.
look into it. I'm definitely gonna look into it because I definitely want to do something different. I like the Zoom, but I definitely want to work on different apps and stuff if I can. Kind of like spread it out, like something different. Try to do
Understood.
different stuff because you just like you said, the technology is so different, so you don't know. You just do something different. So, yes.
Indeed. Oh, to answer your question, what would I give a person that's getting into tech space? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try something. There are a lot of platforms out there that allow people to build apps and build websites just from prompting using AI. That's cool. That is really cool. But that is only phase one of what you need to understand to build something that is tangible and sustainable in this world. So don't be afraid to learn, even though it may seem hard, because a couple years or a couple months of just dedication, you can learn so much that you could probably be building with the assistance of AI. You could probably be building something tangible for sure.
Something that's already coming into pass, which is the AI. That way, you'll be caught up already. You won't be sitting behind trying to do the same thing that everybody was doing this year and that year. But like, yeah, because everything is kind of going into like AI. It's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing because yeah,
It's a bad thing if you don't prepare yourself for where AI is going. Like
that
if you're like
part
you just said, if you're late bloomer and you're catching on late, sure, sure. But for people who understand that AI could be a benefit to them and what they're
it
working on,
can. It can be a benefit to a lot of these programs like what I'm doing the podcast, and it's a huge benefit. Like if you look at it, if you go in making the flyers, different things like the technology, the sound, everything, the audio, everything is so different.
it is. It
It's
is.
very different and it's very, 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 very tech savvy. But it's if you catch on to it, you'll be all right.
No, I totally agree.
If you could tell your younger self something today, what would you tell your younger self?
Start sooner. Don't procrastinate as much. That's the only thing that I would tell my younger self. Because within that all it encompasses all that most people fail to do is get started, right? And like they procrastinate because they don't believe in themselves. They hesitate because somebody told them no, or they got their feelings hurt because their project wasn't the best and they just put everything to the side. I would say just forget all of that, don't procrastinate and just get started because with time and those 10,000 hours, you're going to end up reaching that
Big
outcome that you've
girl.
been, yeah, that you've been searching
Mhm.
for.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. How long have you been podcasting?
A year.
You've been a year. All right.
Just a year. I started last year of 2005, February. So I started off on the couch at my house. I told my brother, I was like, well, everybody else do this, and that. Everybody else have other gifts. What gift do I have? And I was like, well, I like to talk. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start me a podcast. I started on my couch. My brother-in-law came, my sister-in-law came, and I did like a segment from prison. Somebody from prison spoke, and it kind of was like, it kind of fell off. Nobody wanted to come in, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I stopped. Then somebody was like, why you stop doing your podcast? I used to watch all the time, and sometimes I get on and I speak what come to my mind or whatever, and I stopped. And then I went on the internet on Instagram and I seen it was a satellite station called a Block Radio. And they was like, oh, we do podcasts. You can come on there, whatever. You can record. And I was like, okay, all right, maybe this time I can start back my podcast up. So I did that. So I still do it. I still record. And what I'm doing right now, recording, I put on the radio. And people can hear it. If they can't see it, they can hear it. So the world
Right.
will be able to hear it. And that's it was up from there. I met this lady that do the she also do interviews as well. And she showed me how to send out invitations and I started sending out invitations and then I would have never thought people would really answer back to my invitations. So I thank God for that. Like I'm very grateful. I'm getting more into I write as well. I have 4 books on Amazon. As you can see one of my books in the background. That's the part two of one of my books. And yeah, like I love to write as well. So writing is a therapy for me. So I do that as well.
Okay.
So
I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. The thing about being a creator is that there's no lane that can't be used as a creative landscape or canvas, right? So, due
Mhm.
to the fact that you're doing this and you have been able to grow it and do, a massive amount of interviews, that is super dope. Scaling it, keep going. Do not, give up. Figure out how your monetization process is going to go. I mean, you have a book that you can sell to the people. So you have avenues of making revenue. That is amazing. So do not stop, do not give up. Just keep going. And everything is definitely going to start to scale and become a tangible, monetizable asset for you
Thank
if you
you.
don't quit. Yeah, don't
Thank you
quit.
so much. Thank you so much for the
No
advice.
problem. No problem.
Can you tell everybody where to find you at? Like what are your social media platforms or where to find you at?
Sure, you can find me on Stitch Social,
Tell them
stitchsocial.me.
how to tell them how to download it.
Thisocial.me. That's the website. You can go there and join our beta waiting list. We will be releasing in the next few weeks. So if you want to be early to a platform where you can, start being monetized day one, start making some money off of the content that you're building, the community that you're building, Stitch Social is definitely here to change the landscape. And again, I am on other, social medias as well, Facebook, Instagram. Those things are not our competition. They are our partners because we all use social media to cross promote. So pretty much, find me on Instagram at Fortune 5Ks. You can also follow stitchsocial.me on Instagram, TikTok, and X. But yeah, other than that, I'm not much on social media until my platform is fully released. So yeah.
That's right. You heard what he said. Y'all he got a platform. Y'all check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your patience with me today. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for the opportunity, and I look forward to watching more of your content.
Yes. And I'm definitely gonna tag you into this video.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye
All right.
bye.